If you want a vision of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever.
It's not so much staying alive. Staying human is important.
There are thought criminals who maintain that the resistance is not real. Believe me, Winston, it is very real.
We have just established a Mis- and Disinformation Governance Board in the Department of Homeland Security to more effectively combat this threat, not only to election security, but to our homeland security. We are disseminating information to the Secretaries of State. We are counseling them and providing resources to ensure better physical security. The fundamental integrity of our democratic processes is at stake.
They are actually going to create, in the Department of Homeland Security, a Bureau of Disinformation. It's basically a ministry of truth. They want to be able to put out false narratives without people being able to speak out and fight back. And when you speak out, they want to stifle dissent.
Only the disciplined mind can see reality.
They can torture you, make you say anything. They can't make you believe it.
What are your true feelings towards Big Brother?
I hate him.
You must love him. It's not enough to obey.
Mattais Desmet is a professor of psychology at Ghent University and also holds a master's degree in statistics. And from his base of knowledge, he has a very interesting and important take on everything that's happening in the world right now.
To suddenly see that what we were dealing with was a large-scale phenomenon of mass formation.
The result you can see.
In 2008, Thomas Beatty, a man, gave birth not by a C-section to a healthy baby girl. His pregnancy was a pretty big deal. He was on Oprah, became a public speaker, and later gave birth to 2 more children.
Most of the people who graduated in the 60s, dropouts or half-baked intellectuals, are now occupying the positions of power in the government, civil service, business, mass media, educational system. You are stuck with them. You cannot get rid of them. They are contaminated. They are programmed to think and react to certain stimuli in a certain pattern.
If under these conditions, a narrative, a story, is distributed through the mass media, indicating an object of anxiety, and at the same time providing a strategy to deal with this object of anxiety, then the following happens. All the free-floating anxiety, which is extremely painful because it always threatens to turn into panic. So all this free-floating anxiety is attached to, connected to the object of anxiety indicated in the narrative, and there is a huge willingness to participate in the strategy to deal with this object of anxiety. Because in this way, people feel that they can control their anxiety and their psychological discontent better. And that leads up to something very specific. People suddenly feel connected again in a heroic struggle with the object of anxiety. So a new kind of solidarity, a new kind of social bond, and a new kind of meaning-making, sense-making emerges in society. And that's the reason why people follow the narrative, why people buy into the narrative, and why they are willing to participate in the strategy, even if it is utterly absurd.
The disaster is coming closer and closer. Unlike myself, you will have nowhere to defect to. This is it. This is the last country of freedom and possibility.